not the comments making it their profile pictures. Who would do that? Me, when anyone asks when I'm going to practice driving / get my license. The world isn't ready for me to be on the road. Mischievous walk. Buddy is up to no good. Blood is having a bad day. Me, possessing the unique ability to look up a YouTube tutorial when you're having a super specific computer issue and a deleted user on Reddit from 3 years ago comes to your rescue. Why are they always deleted users? They were hunted down by Bill Gates. Found someone's lost dog and they're refusing to negotiate the reward amount. It's like, what power do you think you have here? I have the dog. That's a ransom, not a reward. Like the song by Lil Tecca. My sweet cottagecore mother is so excited about her literal scythe. Reaper core. Question. Me, watching the barber ruin my hair while I prepare to say, wow, that looks great. I heard it's breakup season. Not us, Pookie Bear. You're stuck with me for life. Me, saying maybe to plans I will definitely not be attending. Me, when I'm at the schizophrenic competition and I realize my opponent was never real. I've won. These 2-day weekends are starting to feel a lot like 30-minute lunch breaks. Orange cat activities. Life, after I realized that God gave us a second kidney for a startup budget. When she blocks you on everything, so you start delivering packages for Shein. Hot take. Among Us is literally romanticizing manipulation. I should be allowed to enter anyone's home whenever I want. Like, I just want to see. Me, when an intruder tries to rob me at 3 AM, and I try to scare him away by drawing him pregnant. When you go to itch your eyebrow, but there's a pimple secretly hiding underneath. Or the ones on your back when you accidentally scratch it and it feels like you just got shot and you start clawing at the walls. Old people used to be like, no elbows on the table, that's rude. Then they use racial slurs. Is ice a rock? And it is. Geologists say it is. So is Ice Cube the rock? I am a lava monster who eats rocks. My sister gave birth exactly a month after her 20th burnt cat. New gen anime fans, when you want to watch Naruto instead of that time I got reincarnated as a used McDonald's fry in a McDonald's parking lot. There's one where a guy gets reincarnated into an ASMR mic and schoolgirls use it when your nose is stuffed and you lay there thinking about the time it wasn't stuffed and how you took breathing for granted. Welcome to the lactose intolerant convention, sir. If I don't text back at night, it's because I'm helping out Batman. POV. You're at somebody's house and they put bread in the fridge. It was hiding it from you, V505. Do crackheads ever say, I'm too broke to tweak tonight? No, they get up and make it happen. I used to love arguing, but it kinda gets old when you're right all the time. It's funny how we all sleep differently. I sleep on my side, my brother sleeps on his back, and my ex sleeps with everybody. That sort of thing. My toxic trait is telling my friends I'm always down for anything, when in reality, I mean not after 9 PM. Depends on the weather, food should be involved, parking situation, and my mood that day. When the plan, I made in my head, for how my day would go, doesn't go that way. I hate sharing my favorite people. Go find your own. When I see someone cool on the street, and I'm wearing an outfit that doesn't show the real me, randomly deciding to go on an unfollowing spree, cutting off people who aren't relevant to me anymore. When I put my phone on D&D and open it to find out that in fact no one wanted to disturb me. Does anyone else stay up late, then regret it the next morning and does the exact same thing the next day? POV. Me putting myself on music timer because I almost crashed. I can't decide if people who wear pajamas in public have given up on their life or are living it to the fullest. And that's when you find out about perspective. Me, whenever I hear a plane pass and unironically think it's the start of the Third World War. I understand why Grandpa used to stand at the window like that now. When you're on autopilot and all of a sudden your heart drops to your stomach and you get insanely hot. Why are plane tickets so expensive? You're going that way anyway, so just give me a ride. They actually make you go blind if you wear them for more than an hour. Where did you hear this? I made it up. Me at 3 AM, trying to figure out whether that's my jacket or a headless man standing very still in the dark. Me in 5th grade when someone asked me if Slenderman was real. I was the most gullible person alive. Had a crush on him. He got banned in my house. I love a man in a suit. Sue me. What's paint thinner? What do you think? Tell me the answer or shut up. Where are the salt and vinegar chips I asked you to hold? Retracted my smile when I saw the likes. What if I retracted the vital organs from your body? TikTok is a place. My Pookie is slowly replacing me. Which one, Pookie? The one I'm talking to right now. Just because I said my dead dog was my first best friend doesn't mean I'm replacing you. I just told you she was my first best friend. I'm sorry if I hurted you. If I bring you breakfast in bed, just say thank you. I don't want to hear all that. How did you get into my house? When you genuinely need help, but don't say anything cause dad ain't raised no baby. When a homeless man asks me for some spare change, but I'm low-key in the same financial situation as him. Me to my future husband. Honey, how are you? Wow, amazing. I would love that. And his actual wife replied, Am I not enough for you? I don't like to think before I speak. I like to be just as surprised as everyone else about what comes out of my mouth. Daily reminder, do not be the bigger person. Put that guy's teeth in the back of his throat when she leaves you undelivered for an hour. So you sign her up for Iraq for the next 3 years. I want to know what color underwear you've got on. Brown. It was white the night before. Want to sell it? Pause. Resume. When you mistakenly murder a bug in front of that one person who thinks bugs go home and enjoy quality time with their family. Enjoying myself because life didn't end when my ex-girlfriend cheated on me with a guy, got pregnant, and tried to convince me the baby was mine. I'm a female. POV. You're in the passenger seat and I'm peeping you to see if you mess with the music. Do you ever pull out your phone to check the time, but you have to do it again because you forgot to look at the clock, or am I tripping? Every teacher has that one student who gives you butterflies when they walk into class. I know this guy, he teaches 2nd grade at my nephew's school. POV. You overthink every single small thing and feel controlled by your thoughts. When you realize you're not a genius, you're just an overthinking guy. Me, trying to figure out how we missed our 8:30 flight when we got at the gate at 8:15, but apparently the flight took off at 8:05 and our luggage is on board, but not us. Me, thinking about how boring my family would be if the main character, me, was never born. Me, walking out of the Apple store with an iPhone 15 Pro Max in my mouth. Me, when I have to restart a song because the conversations and thoughts I was having in my head got too loud and I missed half the song. Me, after I asked the teacher for help, but she says, read the questions carefully. Have you ever noticed that you never really realize how lonely you are until it's the end of the day and you got a lot of things to talk about, but there's no one to talk to? That introvert urge to check phone for no reason in public to avoid awkwardness. POV, your friends are trying to cheer you up after your boyfriend cheats on you with an Instagram bot scam. That's low. When they want to meet up in person, but that means it'll ruin their perceived internet version of me. And they will also see my side profile when I'm eating McDonald's and the food is made right and actually tastes edible. So I know they have high schoolers grinding to get a car and an iPhone 15 on the grill. Me, blowing air on my cat because they don't like it. Big bad wolf got nothing on you. I took his e-collar off and this is the funniest thing I've seen all day. Vegan homie to Korean barbecue for his surprise birthday party. Why are the sobbing emojis so red? Filter. Because they're very upset. Me, closing my eyes just for a second on a school day. Why does the iPad have a dimple? That's not a dimple. When your professor says, for every hour we spend in class, you should be studying 3 hours outside of class. Of course, professor. I'll just go slow the Earth's rotation. When my DoorDash driver waits for me to pick up my food. POV. Me staring at bro after he just said, we're not scared of you guys, to a group of gangsters while on our vacation in Mexico. I'm gonna use that for my builds, only if you say that's okay. Please do, that would be wonderful. Thanks, I'm gonna use it either way. I love Scottish people so much, and the Welsh have dragons. UK, are you okay? As a member of UK, I say no. As a member of the UK, I concur. Wait, what's England's national animal? T. Lion. Quantum immortality. I'm ending myself soon. It's so much I can't do it anymore. Bro fell for quantum immortality. Oldest trick in the book. The classic quantum immortality gag. My toxic trait is spending money because I know I'll get more, but I just don't know where from. 7-year-old me looking at random window miles away. To make it clear to the sniper, he ain't slick. When someone says I look emo and gay, but that just means my fit is hard. Me, after throwing a basketball at a girl's head so I would have to escort her to the nurse. Then later on, ask for her number so I could check up on her because I felt guilty. Introduction. It's written by anyone besides the author. It's just a random guy writing the author's meat for 19 pages. For real, like I can do that myself. Big fart at church. That's gotta be some type of sin. Unfortunately, I will go mute the second my feelings are hurt. When someone says, they asked about you, and I make them repeat the entire conversation, down to exactly what they said word for word, who was all there, and where they were. Me, when I remember a memory so embarrassing, I literally have to scream to make myself forget. When you're in the car with your best friend, and they almost get you in a tragic car accident, and all they say is, whoops. When you start giving everyone slow replies, letting your room get messy, staying in bed for hours, ignoring calls, and losing your appetite. When you search something on Google, and it shows a helpline number instead of the results. Girls thinking their psychiatrist cares about them is the same as men thinking the women that dance for them actually love them. This comment is my Roman Empire. Getting ready to lose your V card by your cousin. no, just no. You serious? This has hardly any likes, so I don't think it's bait. Or is it bait? I don't know. My ex threw my mum's ashes in the river, so I threw her father's. When he asked to see a party trick, so you grab your car keys and drive home after 16 beers. Whoever shot at Drake's house. Not cool. Don't you know there's children in there? Saluting all the girls who survived. I like you. I'm just not ready for a relationship. But you're like the best person I ever met, but I just need to work on myself, and you don't deserve that. Girls, after realizing that romance will always be better in your head and real relationships aren't like your fantasies. Getting a nose job so my future kids can be born with naturally small noses. I didn't ask to be born. Once you don't reply to my message in a while, I'ma delete it. You can practice being a celebrity to someone else. Me, trying to remember who I am after someone says, tell me more about yourself. Me in 30 years, watching my wife and kids leave me because I refuse to give up drinking. I'm dedicated, not addicted. When I'm not texting anyone back because I'm going through a depressive episode, but everyone just thinks I'm being a meanie. When you realize in 18 days, you're losing full custody of 600 of your kids. People don't even ask if they can hit the vape anymore. They just look at you like this. Me at the red light, trying my hardest to pretend I don't see the homeless man asking me for money. Me walking through life being stressed. Premium edition, because I sleep, eat, and stare into nothing instead of doing anything relevant for my future. Me genuinely tweaking, because I don't know how to react when they're singing me happy birthday. When you're walking and you realize that the dream you had 2 days ago is about to happen in this exact moment. The feeling of being left unseen by the whole group chat ain't like anything else. POV. Imagine one day waking up from a nap and everything you lived through was just a dream. And it's 2015 and you fell asleep at the park. I am not an alcoholic, but some of my friends are. So when they drink, I do too because I'm supportive like that. Me, realizing my friends probably haven't had a good laugh since they last saw me because I'm the funniest person alive. My biggest flex was pulling it. No, this isn't a flex. You're a victim. What? Not a flex? How do you think this is a flex? I have sent a nuke to your No! Me, staring at that. I'm sorry, I know I'm ugly and annoying. Text, from the guy that is in fact annoying and ugly. When you are faced with someone who has the same mentality you had 4 years ago, and now you have to give your past self advice. Looking at the I miss you text, after she literally destroyed me. People are hesitant to spend $20 on a game they'll enjoy for hours, but will gladly spend $20 on a meal they will enjoy for 30 minutes. Remembering when a guy asked me what my body count was, and I thought he was asking about my weight, and I said, 112. I got sad because he seemed grossed out. I have a crush. I'm the one who has the crush on my cousin. I crush on my cousin? When my kids get me a handmade card for my birthday. I wanted a vape. Me, in a few weeks, seeing a YouTube video from 4 years ago, thinking it was posted in 2016, but it's actually from 2020. Let's try cheesecake. I will end myself and blame it on this reel. POV. You're my infant son after saying, go go gaga. Instead of, Father, I will very swiftly grab another beer for you. Dad lore is low-key the craziest thing, because why have I known this man my whole life? And just yesterday, he decided to tell me he accidentally joined a cult in his 20s. When the rumor is so creative, you can't even defend yourself. Me, when I hear someone mention one of my interests that I'm disgustingly educated in. When a boy calls me pretty, but last week a woman in a McDonald's bathroom told me I was the most beautiful girl she had ever seen, and told me I should be a model. The look the OCD girl give me when I tell them if I would stay up until 3 a.m, the witching hour. I would force myself to stay up until it was over, because if I didn't, I would get possessed in my sleep. When you've gone a little too long without getting in trouble, and you feel a canon event approaching. POV. Your mum is yelling at you because you do nothing in the house, but you washed a plate the 23rd February, 1451. When I was 13, I wrote my crush a letter confessing Wait, what? So they meant to actually give it to the crush, but they gave it to an English teacher, and the English teacher asked this person to stay behind and said they felt the same way. Why? When someone said, the people who live in your house know you the least in your life. That was so real, because mine don't know I saved the city at night for real. Me, trying to explain to my family and friends that it feels physically impossible to get up and start my tasks and responsibilities because I'm just stuck. Like, I want to get up and do things, but I just can't get up. Life is too short. Do whatever you want. Yell at fast food employees. Avoid working a job. Have an unsustainable amount of chicken. Abandon your children. It's a free country. One time I was editing a Google document at the same time as my boss, and he wrote, hello. So on the line underneath, I wrote, hi, hehe. But then he kept typing and it said, "Hello, Hollywood," because he was typing out information on the location of our next board meeting. When you're going band for band with bro, and he says, "That's why you can't love yourself. You are a product of two people that couldn't even love each other." Ever wondered what it would look like if you accidentally hit your bestie in the face with a 360-degree camera? I hope we're friends in every lifetime and in every universe. I wanna breed you. Y'all better delete them baby names out your notes. It's 60 degrees in December. I hate being tiny. A group of guys just picked me up by my waist and took turns carrying me around as they teased me for my delicate and small body. Me watching all of my friendships fall apart because I don't talk to anyone. Me resisting the urge to say, "I ate it," whenever someone asks me about something they lost. A girl without a pee-pee is like an angel without wings. When $*S doesn't understand human anatomy. No matter how ugly you are, remember that if you were a character, a mentally ill teenager would post a video of you on TikTok and caption it, "Okay, hear me out." The feminine urge to block anyone who starts to show a loss of interest in you so that you can abandon them before they abandon you. You know what doing a bunch of TikTok screenshot meme videos have taught me? Out of every other website, I think if you are a therapist and you wanted to make the most money, just go to TikTok. Thinking about the first time I made out with a girl after leaving conversion therapy and my cross kept falling on her face, so she asked me to take it off and I sobbed. She then tried to comfort me by singing "God is a Woman" because that's the only Christian song she knew. When Netflix doesn't have the video, that kills you when you watch it anymore. So you have to pirate it from a shitty website, but you end up getting spy killed. I'm so confused. Genuinely asking, are some of you okay? What do you mean you don't have to pretend like you don't care he didn't shower? And he's racist. When I say something cringe that I saw on TikTok to my friend and they don't know what I'm talking about. Remember our song? I've been crushing. Piper, do you remember? Stop. Humps wool. How to draw a moving bag with 2 marbles. This isn't really a meme, I don't think it's just... Actually, it can be. Actually, yeah, I think, yeah. If you know, you know, I think. Maybe that's just my mind being weird. No, they knew what they were doing. Wow, guys, she's hilarious. That person commented that she was photosynthesizing, so she put up a diagram of photosynthesis. You should do stand-up. I do stand-up. And everyone's just lying. Lying, everyone's just like, why do they say lying? Oh, I said lying because I read dying, as I was laughing. Me, when I think about the fact that everyone views me in a different way, and some people know a version of me that doesn't even exist anymore. I love ending videos off with a deep meme. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.